Hey, what is up guys? Josh back here again with you today for another one, and this one I'm doing here today is one that I just got. Just brought it back from the store that I work at, so it's still in the bag. But it is Four Roses small batch, which I have not had before at all. I've had the single barrel, which I really like. The single barrel is actually, I don't buy it enough, but it's actually one of my favorite kind of just go-to kind of bourbons that I would just see on a shelf and be fine with buying. This one is basically blended together from a number of different sort of batches of theirs that they have. Has won all sorts of awards as recently as 2017, mostly at the San Francisco, the spirits competition that they have in San Francisco. It won gold for the 6 to 10 year spirit competition. It's 90% alcohol by or excuse me, 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. Would be a different story if it was 90% alcohol. So let's go ahead and get the kind of wrapping. So let's take the cork out. It looks like it's a fairly large cork. Yeah, kind of is. So that came out really easily. Let's go ahead and just pour it into this glass here and see what we can get with the aroma on it. I have heard that the small batch is in fact better than the single barrel. Small batch is a little cheaper than the single barrel. I think I got this for, it was 33 retail, I believe. 31 retail, 33 after tax. I got it with a little bit of a discount since I work at the store. So I got it for around 27, and I'm assuming that you can maybe find it around the upper $20, low $30 mark wherever you kind of come across it. But I've heard that it is better than the single barrel. I really like the single barrel, so I wanted to pick this up and try it. I really like Four Roses in general. I like the regular, just yellow label, regular standard bourbon. And again, like I said, I really like the single barrel. So I've just heard the small batches, but apparently smoother. So let's see what we can get out of it. The color is fairly light. It's a little bit more coppery where you're kind of looking at it. Looks a little bit closer to what I'm seeing there. Sort of just like a soft kind of, almost sort of amber, light amber color. There might be some little things, particles sort of floating around in there. Never really know. A lot of times it's just from the cork. So let's go ahead and go for the aroma on it. The aroma is fruity, kind of like apricot, maybe a bit of peach. No oak for sure, woodiness, kind of oaky kind of aroma. Has some cinnamon and vanilla kind of aroma going for it too. It's a nice, just sort of warm, kind of spicy. It smells like a lot of bourbon. So let's go ahead and see what the flavor is like on this one. Well, the flavor is definitely forward. It is again fruity like the nose, nice and oaky, woody, like the aroma. Kind of like some warm sort of vanilla notes to it. Bit of almost not really citrusy. There's some bourbons that are fairly citrusy. This one's almost kind of more, kind of like a cherry or red berry kind of flavor to it. It's got a nice sweet kind of, again, sort of vanilla, nice sweet sort of vanilla, spicy kind of flavor on the front. A lot of that berry sort of flavor and everything comes in towards the back of the palate. And a nice kind of woodiness sort of in the middle there a little bit. Nice kind of just oaky sort of, thing, spicy oaky kind of thing a lot of people like about bourbons, especially me. And it does have a fairly long finish as well, so that's also very good in my book. Nice. It's a 90. It's 90 proof, so good. Good sort of warm mouthfeel, which is always nice. I always like that. Um, yeah, it's just a really nice sipper. It is smooth. And I said like there's a good bit of the heat from the alcohol, but that's not really biting or anything. It's just nice and warm. Nothing really too Sometimes if you have a sip go down the wrong way, it burns. This doesn't really burn. It's more of a just again like a warm alcohol kind of note, a warm spicy alcohol kind of note that's really nice. I'd probably have this with just a nice ice cube in it, or if I want to make a cocktail or something like that with it, probably make a good Manhattan, or one of those kind of classic ones, old-fashioned Manhattan, one of those kind of things, maybe a nice whiskey sour. But it is very good. I really do enjoy it. Single barrel. It's been a while since I've had the single barrel. If I get another bottle at some point, I still have some of this left. I might do a comparison to it because I am interested in seeing how that really kind of plays out side by side with each other. But as far as I can recall with the single barrel experience that I have with that, this is at least on par with it. So really good bourbon. I do recommend you check it out to see what you think. It's in a nice little bottle there, nice wooden top to the cork. Always liked bottles with corks in them and everything like that too, for the appearance and everything. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you see it. The Four Roses small batch